Hello all and welcome to our ZoidRush video. I'm your host Tmzoids, and today we're going to be talking about motion sickness. Yep, that's right, motion sickness. Now, just a little bit background before we get into it. This is still going to be about video games, so it's not going to be what you think it's probably going to be, or maybe it's going to be what you think, and you were right the whole time, and you're just a smart cookie. You get a cookie, okay? Anyway, let's get right into it. So, motion sickness with video games and motion sickness in general. A little bit background about me. I don't get motion sickness, like, at all. Like, I could drive in a car, back of the car, front of the car. I could be on a plane, I could be on a bus, I could be on a freaking boat, and I never got motion sickness out when I was younger. Even now, when I drive and everything, I don't ever get motion sickness. That might change. I haven't been on a plane in a while, and I haven't been on a boat in a while, so maybe it's changed. Who knows? But when it comes to video games, I've noticed this as I get older, and I'm kind of concerned, and I'll mention that at the end there, why I'm concerned. But the first things first are, of course, when I was younger and playing video games, I didn't experience any motion sickness. I would play any video game, RPGs, play any game on PlayStation, really, Rampage, Jack and Dexter, this and that, anything first person, third person, all that jazz there, and I was a-okay. It was fine, no big deal. As I got older, though, I noticed there was a lot of people who were like, oh, I get headaches when I play first-person shooters, or I can't play video games for a long time. I get a headache, or I get sick. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, we would play Call of Duty, and all of a sudden, the person I was playing with was like, I got a headache, I can't play anymore. I'm like, what are you, pussy? What are you doing, man? Now that I totally understand what they're going through, and you're like, okay, you have to stop when you have to stop. Video games aren't everything, you know. But as I gotten older, I've noticed that things have started to change, and things have started to get me motion sickness. And I think the first instance that I really didn't think about at the time, but now I do, is Call of Duty. I play on my Xbox 360. I don't have no up-to-date system, so I'm sorry about that. But I'm playing Xbox 360. I'm playing like Modern Warfare 2 or some shit, maybe Modern Warfare 1. And I'm playing, all of a sudden I'm like getting kind of woozy. I'm like, my stomach's kind of hurting. And maybe it's just my brain or my body's like, you don't really want to play this. You're just playing it because you're bored and you have nothing else to do. Go play a game that you actually enjoy. Which at this time I'm like, oh, maybe go on the PC, play a game like that, do something along those lines. Now, I just realized as time went on and went on, it started to get worse, I think. And I'm not too sure when it happened or what happened, but one time I was playing Super Electronic Joy on stream, and people noticed that I was getting ill, and I didn't really pay too much attention because I enjoyed the game. It was a platformer game. I really enjoyed it, and I didn't really have any problems, you know. I was like, it's kind of making me sick, or I played it for a long time, so I was just like, okay, maybe it's time to take a break. You know, you always got to take games, give games a break, even though you enjoy it and you can grind it out for 40 or 50 hours. You got to take a break, and it was just a platform game, so it's like there's a lot of movement, a lot of twisting and turning, and a lot of flashing lights, like just different sounds and everything. So, you know, I didn't put two and two together. You know, I was just like, yeah, whatever. Now, keep in mind, I've played other games that are first person and didn't really bug me. You know, I've played Grand Theft Auto. I didn't really have a problem. Then again, you can change the camera view. I played other first person games that really don't bug me, and watched movies that really don't bug me because I know there's new movies that are coming out with that are 3D and have more, I don't know, visuals, not visuals to them, but more things per second, more frames per second, just how you see it. I think the Hobbit movie was one of the first movies to do that, if I remember correctly. I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but there's pretty much more frames or more, you just see more with your eye, and it can give some people a headache pretty much. But that's besides the point. But I saw that movie, didn't get a headache, everything was fine. Electronic Superjoy, I just said it was more colorful. Call of Duty was just an old game, I didn't really want to play it, I kind of kept ignoring it. And then one day I was like, I'm going to play Portal on stream. I know Portal was a great game. I heard a bunch about it. I've seen people play it, which is another thing. I've watched people play, and there were times where I'm like, oh, this is kind of making me sick, but I don't know if it was the gameplay or I was just kind of, once again, I was like, I'm kind of bored. Maybe my body's just like, you're bored. You really don't want to watch a stream, or you don't want to watch the people play a game. You want to play your own game. So do what you want to do. So I thought it was just my body telling me, you're fucking bored, right? I know, dumb. What the hell? Anyway, So I'm behind the times. I'm playing Portal 1, Portal 2, but Portal 2. So I'm playing, and I love the game. I love Portal, and I can tell you right now, I've never finished it. Why? It's because this is when I finally learned that I was motion sick, getting motion sickness from video games. I'm not even kidding you. So I was in the middle of the stream playing Portal, brand new to Portal, no idea, don't know how to do the puzzle, shooting the ray gun, going through the portal, and whipping through, and flying through so you get over the wall, get over this way, you gotta go to this portal, and you gotta get to over there platform, and all this jazz, right? Right in the new game. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting really sick. Maybe I'm like really, really sick. Like my stomach, like I'm about to puke sick. Like this is like I've been spinning around in a ride, which I should have mentioned earlier. I cannot do spinning rides. That is one thing I cannot do. For some odd reason, my hand, like my stomach, you start spinning me around too much, I'm like, my stomach's done. But that never really happened in video games. You don't really spin. You're just fast movement, fast pace, kind of twisting and turning, and you're not really spinning yourself, right? So in Portal, I'm like getting real sick. I'm like, okay, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go use the bathroom and see if everything's okay. So I go use the bathroom, sit there for a little bit, and nothing happens. I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm feeling better. I know things are going away. Not a big deal. So I go back into it. I grind back into it because I'm on stream. I'm live, and I want to end stream. I'm like, I don't want to be that man who ends stream because I'm not feeling well. I'm gonna keep going. When I wanted to stream, that was back in the day. But so I'm in the middle of the stream again, and I'm just like, I'm feeling really sick. I'm like really, really sick again. I gotta go lay down. I literally physically went to my bed and laid down, and I was just like, I don't think I can play Portal anymore. I just don't think I can do it anymore. And I was feeling sick, and then all of a sudden people in chat were like, you're getting motion sickness from Portal. And it, it finally clicked. I was like, I'm getting motion sickness. Like, oh, what? I don't get motion sickness. Like I said, I've been in planes and cars and boats, and I've never experienced motion sickness. And when I was younger, I never really experienced motion sickness in video games either. So I was like, holy cow, I'm getting motion sickness. I can't play this game anymore. So till this day, I've never finished Portal because I can't. I get motion sickness from playing Portal. And the reason I bring this whole story up is because I was talking to my friend, and he's like, "Oh man, you really got to play VR. You really got to play VR. It's a cool experience. I think you'll enjoy it a lot. It's very fun and just blast." And then he was going on about how you should get drunk and play, and I'm just like, I don't even think I can handle it when I'm sober. And he's like, what do you mean? And I said, I think I would get motion sickness, and this is a big concern. Because as games go forward, I know VR is not going to be like dominating, taking over everything. Not everything's going to be virtual reality, but I think it's going to be more of a prominent place than it was back in the 90s when we had VR. Um, it just seems to be more prominent now, and I'm nervous as a gamer because I'm like, there's going to be games in the future that I cannot enjoy or play because I get sick off them, and it's just like it's kind of a bummer. And I think it's going to be games more and more as I get older and older. First-person shooters like Call of Duty. I won't be able to do those anymore. Anything with first-person point of view where I can't change the camera, I don't think I'll be able to play the game for a very long time or even finish the game. And that was the same thing with Portal, is they were first-person, and I didn't even think about changing the settings. Maybe I can go back and change the settings. Leave a comment down below if I can change the settings to a third-person point of view for Portal. And people are going to be like, why are you playing in third person? I'm like, that's the only way I can play and finish the game. That's how I'm going to enjoy the game. But, thinking about it, if you don't have that option to change from first person to third person, I think I'm going to get sick. And I think the same thing with VR, especially since VR, your eyes are going to be covered, your ears are going to be covered with headphones, and you're just going to be encased in this game as it is. And hopefully I can not be motion sick. That's my hope. But I'm nervous. I'm really nervous, guys, because I'm like, man, if this is the evolution of gaming, what's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to me as a gamer, And there are some games, like I said, that I can play and still get away with. Like, I don't know if it has to do with graphics or the movement or if I can control the movement or how it looks. Because, like I said, I can play Grand Theft Auto. I don't really play Grand Theft Auto in first person, which people are going to be like, you don't play in first person? What the hell? But I play in third person. I play in Overwatch, which then again is not really a first person. You can make it first person. I think it is kind of first person / third person, depending on how it is. So maybe that's why there's a break. I can play Overwatch. There's other games, like I said, that I can play and get away with, and there's other games that I can't. So, I'm kind of nervous, kind of like, man, what is this gonna make me as a gamer in the future? Is it just gonna get worse? Is there medicine that I can take? Is there something I can put on my screen? Is there graphics that I can change? Um, but yeah, I never really thought about it until, like I said, I got older. I was like, never really uh, really put my mind to it, thinking, hey, oh my God, I'm getting motion sickness right now. I thought, hey, I'm just bored, or hey, I'm like, because it's happened a few times. I'm like, oh, I'm getting bored. My stomach hurts, and I'm just like, I don't want to do this. So I'd go do something else, and that was it. That was the whole, like, my body's just like, you're bored. Go do something else. The reaction. That's what I thought the whole time until Portal 2 showed me that you cannot handle the portals. The cake is a lie. But anyway, that is it. That is this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you get motion sickness, or is there video games you cannot play, is there a reason why? Is there things that I can do to minimize or adjust this kind of perspective for future video games? You think I'll be okay in VR even though I get motion sickness in some video games? And is it weird to be motion sickness in video games but not be motion sickness with car rides and planes and stuff like that? Anyway, that is it. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and as always, make sure you leave a thing, a follow, and a like, and a thumbs up, and share this video. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done. I hate when people do that. Bye, guys.